He is a Congolese warlord known as the Terminator, and last week he unexpectedly handed himself in to US diplomats in Rwanda, asking to be sent to The Hague to face justice. But when Bosco Ntaganda made his first appearance at the International Criminal Court today, he said he'd plead not guilty to 10 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Our Foreign Affairs correspondent, Jonathan Miller, reports now, and be warned, some of the images may be distressing.
In the case of the prosecutor versus Bosco Ntaganda,
it looked like it had finally dawned on him what he'd let himself in for when Bosco Ntaganda first heard his name mentioned in court. The man, better known in Congo as the Terminator, fidgeted with a blue ballpoint pen. He did not look much like a feared Congolese warlord today. In a small voice, he confirmed his identity. The judge asked if he'd been informed of the charges. 7 counts of war crimes, 3 of crimes against humanity.
I've been informed of these crimes, but I plead not guilty.
The judge interrupted. A plea was not in today's script. That's for much later. For 15 years, the Terminator wore his nom de guerre like a medal. He's fought for at least 6 different armies over 2 decades, and he's still under 40. His succession of bloodthirsty militias terrorized eastern Congo.
What gives me the most comfort is that when you think you are a warlord and are untouchable because you are called the Terminator, you should know that one day justice will triumph.
Bosco Ntaganda was notorious for exceptional cruelty and violent chaos. He's accused of forcing hundreds of thousands of civilians to run for their lives, again and again. The panoply of crimes with which he's now charged include mass murder, rape and sexual slavery, pillage, ethnic persecution and forcing children to fight. But all date back 10 years, when Ntaganda was a rebel commander under this man, Thomas Lubanga. Last year, he became the first man ever convicted by the International Criminal Court. But Bosco Ntaganda's excesses allegedly continued unfettered. As a commander of another rebel militia, the Terminator was filmed in the village of Kiwanja on the 6th of November 2008. That same day, Channel 4 News filmed the aftermath of a massacre. All the survivors we spoke to blamed Bosco.
They
would tie your arms and legs. Then they would shoot you or chop you up with a panga. As you lay there dying, his troops would chant, "Long live Bosco Ntaganda."
It's understood that the chief prosecutor will seek to add charges related to this period before Bosco Ntaganda's trial commences. That will still take some months. Today, the judge said charges would be confirmed in a hearing set for September. For now, Bosco Ntaganda remains safely in custody. Safe because there are many with reason to fear what he might have to say from the dock. For you can be sure that Bosco's got dirt, lots of it, about just who backed, armed and bankrolled Le Terminator's long, alleged reign of terror.